Welcome back, guys. Shall we start? Zoom people. Zoom. Zoom people, audible, visible, please confirm. Okay, thank you. Zoom people, why you don't come to class? You're from which city? Wow. Zoom people, please write in the chat. Where are you from? How far is Madurai from here? 500 kilometers, very far. Others, there are other 5, 6 people. Where are you from? Butterfly. What is this? Thanjavur. Where it is? It is in Chennai only or outside Chennai? Outside Chennai. Sri Perumbudur. 50 kilometers. Very near. Venkat, you should come to class every day. Others, Thiruvalur district. Where it is? Chennai only. Next district. Okay. Nice. Okay. I hope you understand. You're understanding what I'm teaching? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we have completed comfortably chapter number 1. We move on to chapter number 2. We are doing a chapter which is called as, it is nature, objective and scope of audit. What is the name of the chapter? Nature, objective and scope of audit. Why are you writing? Who told you to write? First understand the concept. Okay. The weightage of the chapter is 4 to 8 marks. Okay. The weightage is around 4 to 8 marks. Now listen. So in the module, if you see, they have given total 40 pages. So it's a 40-page chapter. This is still the last page. Now if I see the content is still 32 pages only. From after 33 pages, there are questions on it. Questions are there. So ideally, we have to study just 30 sides from the module. Now 30 sides in the module. Some points I will cut, waste it is Kopai. After my cancellation, you will also cut some points. As per your judgment, something is waste, right? So ideally you are studying around 25 pages in this chapter. Okay, that's the maximum content. So this chapter will get over today only. Very easy, very interesting, very simple chapter. That's basics of audit. Now, nature, objective and scope. My first page is basically cut up. We call this as cut up, cancel. Second page also cut up, cancel. Third page also cut up. Fourth page also cut up. Hey, no, not full chapter cut up. Okay. Now, so we start basically from here. That's page 1.5. Okay. Now, so it says basic meaning and nature of audit. So it's very, very normal, easy chapter wherein we talk about what is audit, what are the advantages, what are the disadvantages, who does the audit, why do we do the audit. Okay. Now see. I'm fine, how are you? I'm fine, how are you? Yeah. Relatives meeting each other. Now listen. Wild animals, behave yourself. Why are you getting angry? Boys, behave yourself. Now let's study. Okay. Meow. You change your gender? Now listen. Nature, objective and scope of audit. Okay. What happened to him? The weightage is 4 to 8 marks. Okay. Now, First answer, define audit. Define. Define audit. Examination of financial statement with only one objective. What is that objective? To express opinion on the financial statement, that whether it is giving true and fair view. Okay? Now see. So what is the definition? An audit is an independent examination. An audit is an independent examination of the financial information. Which information? Financial information of any entity. Of any entity. Whether profit oriented or not. Whether profit oriented or not. Then irrespective of size, legal form, with a view to express opinion. So whether you are a private company or a public company, whether you are listed or unlisted, profit or not profit, my main objective is to express opinion. Okay? I always give opinion only on the financial information of the entity. That entire process in English is called as what? Audit. Understood? Now, question number 2. Very simple. A, is it mandatory or voluntary of audit? Audit is mandatory or voluntary? For one entity it is mandatory. For companies it is mandatory. But if you remember Income Tax Act. Income Tax Act? Year. On my name there is one section. Yeah? Yeah. What? 44 AB. Okay? There, if your turnover exceeds more than 10 crore or professional receipts exceeds more than 50 lakhs, then the accounts have to be audited. But that audit has to be done as per Income Tax Act. Okay? Same way like previously GST audit was also there. Now but last year GST audit was scrapped. Now only department can do GST audit. So when this question comes, if you will say audit of a company is mandatory. Mandatory as per which act? Companies Act 2013. So audit of company is mandatory. Now however, certain non-corporate entities, non-corporate means sole proprietor, what else? Partnership firm, HUF trust may require the audit if turnover crosses in a certain threshold limit under Income Tax Act, that is 10 crore and 50 lakhs. However, certain other individuals, like imagine my turnover is just 10 lakh rupees. So I am an individual, I am not a company, so audit is not mandatory. My turnover is 10 lakh rupees, so I am not crossing the limit of income tax also. Still I want to get my account audited. Why I will get? For loan. What are you looking in the mobile? Yeah. Thank you. Put the phone down. Now listen here. Now certain other individuals may also get the accounts audited voluntarily because of various advantages flowing from the audit. I have taught you one advantage. What is the main advantage? Loan. To get loan. Understood? Now you tell me, as per your knowledge and experience, this question, is audit mandatory or voluntary? Will they ask in the exam? No. It is kassa. Kassa basically means kopai. Waste. Okay. In Kannada it is called as kassa. Okay. Now, wow. Who appoints the auditor? And to whom the report is submitted? Very simple logic. The person who appoints has the power to remove also. And you will give the report to him only. Okay. Now when we say appointment of auditor in case of a company, who will appoint? Members will appoint. Okay. So always remember our king. Okay. Our boss. R means who are we? Auditors. Okay. For us, the boss is basically the members. So they only have the power to appoint us. They only have the power to remove us. And we will report to whom? Members only. Okay. We always report to the members. Why do we report it to the members? In your 12th standard or in your foundation, you must have learned shareholders are the dash of the company. Owners of the company, they have put the money there, right? Now, for the entire 365 days, will the members come every day to the company? No. Who is sitting every day in the company? The board of directors, but member has invested the money there. So they want to know whether for 365 days, whether the money is safe or not. So they can't come every day. They will come only on one day. What is it, one day? AGM. On that day, they can't check everything. So they appoint us. Us means who? Auditor. Auditor, bro, you go and you check what for the entire 365 days company has done. And you give me a report. That report in English is called as Audit report. So we submit the report to always to members. Always remember our boss is member. Who appoints us? Member. Okay, who removes us? We will give report to whom? Members. Okay. Now 99% in the entire syllabus and CA final also we talk about company only. So always remember we talk only about company. So in case of a company, who appoints us? Members. This to you know. In case of government company, who appoints? CAG. What is the full form of CAG? Comptroller and Auditor General of India. In case of firm, firm means partnership firm. Who will appoint? Partners. And under various tax law, who will appoint? Government authorities. Like GST may first the power was with the assessee. You understand assessee? Assessee means the person who pays tax. But now GST audit is scrapped. So now department appoint the auditor. Department only passes the order for audit and they only appoint. Like two people can do GST audit. Who are the two people? Chartered accountant and cost accountant, like CMA people. So these two people can do cost audit. Okay. Now, submission of the report. The report is submitted to the person making the appointment. Now understand, in case of a company, who? Members appointed us, so we will give report to whom? Members. In case of firm, we will give the report to partners. Understood this much? Okay. Madam, one second. Do you understand English? Yeah? If you are not understanding, can you translate to her? Okay. I am saying people who are absent today, okay, don't allow them tomorrow. People who are absent today, don't allow them tomorrow. Okay? Because today we will do a very important chapter. Okay? If they are absent because of their wish, right? So one day my wish also. Okay? You are taking attendance every day, right? Okay? So if they are absent today, don't allow them. Okay? Make them wait outside for some time. At least for like one day they should wait outside. Yeah, at least one day they should. At least one day, at least, yeah? Okay, thank you. Now, she understood, yeah, I know. Now, it says, see BCom language, what are the advantages? What are the need of the audit? What are the benefits of it? All three mean same, huh? So they can use different words. So we have covered all the words, okay? Now, you are genius. And only you know it, that you are genius. Answer, what are the advantages? Why somebody will get the accounts audited? Tell me. Loans, to obtain loans, very good. Frauds, so for finding out frauds and errors. What else? Confidence of? On the company, no. You are little near to the content, but it is wrong. Where are you, Ma? Durga Ma? Yeah. Goodwill of? Oh, to increase the, we can say brand value, or we can say goodwill. That is correct. Very good. Goodwill. What else? Mawa gang? Very good. To pay correct taxes to the government. Calculation of correct taxes. Why are you shouting? You can be polite also. Yeah, where are you? Yeah. Find misstatement, that is in sophisticated language, frauds and errors. Okay, that is correct, misstatement. So that is not a new point, it is same point only. In layman language I say fraud and errors, sophisticated language, misstatements. Balcony boys, you eating mawa now? Why are you not saying the answer? Where are you? Yeah. Increase the confidence of shareholders, or you can say increase the confidence of one is shareholder, plus I would write the word prospective investors. Prospective investor means I should invest in that company or not. If the accounts are audited, that means somebody has verified, so my confidence would be increased. Give me one more reason. What? Compare financial statement with what? With the previous? No. Where are you? Yeah, to settle any, like what dispute? Can you give me example? Very good. Like see, in a company there could be dispute between the members and the directors with regards to dividend. Okay, there could be dispute in a partnership firm regards to profit. So we'll say to settle dispute. The answer is correct. 4-mark answer. What are the advantages of audit? See. First one. It safeguards the financial interest of stakeholders. I think you have finished your strategic management. So stakeholders, so you know. Who are stakeholders? Bankers, creditors, prospective investors, government, etc. of the entity. Suppliers are there, okay? So a lot of stakeholders are there. Number 2, it keeps a moral check on the employees from committing defalcation or, please pronounce this word. Same, yeah. Can somebody explain me what does this line mean? It gives a moral check on the employees from committing defalcation or, yeah, same. Overheads. Yes, madam. Embezzle means what? We will be caught. We will be caught. Correct. See, it gives a moral check. Now imagine if auditor is coming, he will come. Does he inform before coming or he comes directly? He comes directly. Oh, surprise. So if he is coming and checking the accounts, and imagine if Dharni and his neighbor, Dharni, who's sitting beside you? Where did you go? Somebody was sitting beside you. He left. Oh, he's here. Yeah. What is your name? Hariharan, yeah. Now, Dharni and Hariharan are the employees. They are the accountant. Okay. What happens? Every Monday, they withdraw 2,000 rupees from the cash box of the company. Every Saturday, okay, they sit outside the temple and then they collect the money. So Monday to Friday, they use company ka money. Saturday, they sit outside the temple and they collect the money. Okay. And Sunday, they go and keep the 2,000 rupees in the cash box. Again, every Monday withdraw. Monday to Friday, full party. Saturday, outside the temple. Okay. Now, imagine when I am the auditor, I go and I do the cash counting. So every Monday to Friday, on Monday they are withdrawing the money. Now if I count the cash, that 2,000 rupees would be there or not there? It will not be there because there is a shortfall, right? So they know that the boss will come on the last day of the month. So for the full month they are using the money. So it is a fraud happening in the company. Now if they come to know that boss, auditor will come at any point of time. Now you tell me, will they try to do this fraud? No. So it gives a moral check on the employees from committing defalcation or embezzlement. That is basically cash fraud. Third, it helps in settling the trade disputes. It could be dispute between creditors. Okay, that company saying we are unable to pay money because we don't have money. But if the accounts are audited, there would be profit or there could be loss also. So it helps to settle the trade dispute. It helps in reduction of wastages and losses. It helps in settling taxes, liability for taxes, like correct tax. How much tax we should pay? The tax is dependent upon the profit. That profit is correct or not. Who will audit it? Who will audit it? Auditor. If it is audited, that means the profit is correct. Very important. It is useful for obtaining bank loans. Understood? See how many points I have written? 6. 3-mark answer, 4-mark answer. Understand the presentation, write numbers. Okay. Leave one line in between. Leave one line. Understood? Now, from question number 5, your actual answer starts. Actual chapter starts. First one, objectives of audit. You know it. What is the objective? As an auditor, what is your objective? To give opinion on the financial statements. That it is giving true and fair view. And how do you give that opinion? Do you give orally? Hey, come na. Come na. Do you give orally? No. How do you give? written. Where do you write? Audit report. So you express that opinion via audit report. Okay. Now, where it is written? It is written in yes per essay 200. Which essay? Standards on auditing number is what? 200. We need to remember the name also. See, writing the name of the essay and the number of essay will give you 1 mark. Just writing name and number, provided you remember the name and the number and the correct name and the correct number. Okay. Total we have 36 essays in our syllabus at intermediate. 36 numbers we need to remember. And the best part, it is not in sequence. Like after 200 we have 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260. After 260 what should come? No, it is 265. After 265 what should come? 275? No, it is 299. So it is random numbers. Okay. What is the logic? I also do not know. Okay. But we have around 36 standards to be remembered. Writing name and number will give you at least 1 mark. Okay. So my objective is written in my first standard, that is essay 200. So this is my first standards on auditing. The name is overall objectives. What is the name? Overall objectives of the independent auditor and conduct of audit as per standards on auditing. And conduct of audit as per standards on auditing. This is the full name of the standard. If you write this full name, then only you will get 1 mark. Okay. So what is the number, guys? Essay 200. What is the name? Overall objectives of the independent auditor and conduct of audit as per standards on auditing. Once more. Overall objectives of the independent auditor and the conduct of audit as per standards on auditing. So objective is written in my essay 200. What is my objective? 2 objectives is it. Now, if you write 3 objectives in the exam, then second attempt will come to you. Because in the essay only, how many objectives they have given? Only 2 objectives. So in the exam, how many objectives you will write? Only 2 objectives. Okay. Now, A and B. To obtain reasonable assurance. Which assurance? On day 1 we discussed. Can we give 100% assurance? What we will give? We will give reasonable assurance. Which assurance? Reasonable assurance. Is it more than 100% or less than 100%? Less than 100%. It is less than 100% assurance. Whether the financial statements, what madam said was correct, are free from material misstatement. Are free from material misstatement due to fraud or error. In simple words, like old time, when we used to study, we used to say true and fair view. In sophisticated language, true and fair view means what? That the financial statements are free from material misstatement due to fraud or error. Simple language meant is true and fair view only. Okay. And express opinion. Whether the financial statements are prepared as per applicable FRF. As per applicable FRF. What is FRF? Financial Reporting Framework. Okay. Anybody foundation kid? Has anybody got 300 above in foundation? 300 above? Oh, you got. What was your score? 304. Wow, very good. Anybody in, yes, madam, how much did you go score? 325. What do you call Atra in Tamil? Floor, Flour. M A M A V Mavu. Madam, which Mavu do you eat? 324 foundation. Very good marks. Okay. So then I think in intermediate you should get at least 580. At least 580. Yeah. Graduate, anybody who have scored 90% in graduation? One single year, one single student. 90%, third year BCom? No? 90%. How much? 90. 93. 92. Boys, 55%. Wow. Now listen. So you people, there are a lot of scholars in the class, okay? You have scored 93%, you have scored 324 in foundation, very good. Somebody has scored 304. Very nice. Please explain this word. What does this line mean? What does FRF means? I don't need the full form. I can read the full form. I need the meaning. Answer. What does financial reporting framework means? Mama gang, you also answer. But you want to see here. Here also you can see. Na? TV is here. Financial reporting framework. What does this mean? Try to read. You will get the answer. It's very simple. To obtain reasonable assurance that the financial statements are free from material misstatement due to fraud or error, and to express opinion that the financial statements are prepared as per applicable financial reporting framework. Somebody is saying there something. Yes, Hari. 1 second. You did Google, okay? I saw that you are doing Google. Don't tease a teacher here. Somebody was saying, you said it right. Correct, as per Schedule 3. Understand, whether FS are prepared as per applicable FRF. In India, how do we prepare FS? As per Schedule 3. Where is Schedule 3 written? Companies Act. Companies Act year 2013. So we prepare schedule, we use Schedule 3 and we use accounting standards. So Schedule 3 and accounting standards are called as your FRF. To some company, you must have heard about Ind AS. So to listed company, Ind AS is applicable, Indian accounting standards. So in CA final, you will be learning in Ind AS. So that Ind AS becomes FRF. Like banking company. So banking company ko Schedule 3 is not applicable. They have their own format. So that becomes the FRF. Insurance company Schedule 3 not applicable. They have their own format, like in their act it is written. So that becomes their FRF, okay? Now electricity companies, they have their own format. So Schedule 3 not applicable. So that format becomes FRF. Understood what is FRF? It is basically the way you prepare your accounts. In India, for the company, we follow Schedule 3 and AS, okay? So what is my first objective? To obtain reasonable assurance. Which assurance, guys? Reasonable assurance. Which assurance? Reasonable assurance. Whether the FS are free from material misstatement due to fraud or error, and express opinion whether the financial statements are prepared as per applicable FRF. FRF full form? Financial Reporting Framework. This is my first objective. Second, to report on the FS and communicate as per SA. When you give opinion, okay, can you say it orally? No, you write it, right? So where do you write it? In a report. Which report it is? Audit report. As per the relevant essays. To report on the FS and communicate as per essay. That audit report, you will give it to whom? Members. Because who appoints us? Members. Understood both the objectives? Very repetitive, very important answer. What are the objectives of the auditor? Now listen, why do we do audit? These are the two reasons. Okay, where is the objective written? SA 200. What is the name of SA 200? Overall objectives of the independent auditor and conduct of audit as per standards on auditing. First objective is what? To obtain reasonable assurance whether the FS are free from due to fraud or error, and to express opinion whether the FS are prepared as per applicable Financial Reporting Framework. Okay, only for your understanding I am writing FRF, okay. I will teach via FRF only, but in the exam write full form, Financial Reporting Framework. Number 2, to report on the FS and communicate as per SA, okay. Question number 6 is like your MCQ. The question is, audit has relationship with which discipline? The question is, audit has relationship with which subject? Always remember, audit is like Draupadi. You know Draupadi? Yes. Pandavas. How many Pandavas were there? 5. One Draupadi. 5 Pandavas. So Draupadi had relationship with which Pandav? 5. All 5. Same way, audit also has relationship with everybody. Everybody means? All. All means sub. Sub means all. All means every. Now understand. Audit has relationship with accounts. Why? This is wrong symbol in the class, okay? What are you doing like this, like this? Audit has relationship with accounts. Why? One second. Yes, Nivedita, tell me.
Basic objective of audit is to verify the financial statements. So the financial statements
Are
are based on the accounting books of accounting.
or based on books of accounts. Like we do audit of accounts only. So audit and accounts have close relationship. It's like full deep relationship. Law. Audit has relationship with law also. Why? Act. We check whether they have followed Companies Act or not. We check whether Income Tax Act is followed, GST is followed, Provident Fund is followed. Okay. So audit has relationship with law also. Third, audit has relationship with economics. In foundation, you must have studied microeconomics, macroeconomics. You must have studied production, supply, working. You must have done. In macroeconomics, commercial banking, you must have done. Government policies. So because of the company, India ka GDP is calculated. India ka GDP is calculated as per the company ka profit. That profit is correct or not. Who will check that? Auditor. So audit has relationship with economics also. Leave this, okay, I'll teach you later on. Audit has relationship with statistics and maths. What statistics? Sample data. Like we check depreciation ka calculation, provision ka calculation, okay? So we use maths, so audit has relationship with maths also. Your audit has relationship with data processing, like sales invoice. If there are lakhs of invoices, do we check all lakhs of invoices? What do we check? Sample. So the audit has relationship with data processing also. Audit has relationship with financial management. Is your FM over? In FM, you must have taught one chapter called as ratios. One second. Either my English is bad or your English is bad. What was the first question I asked? Is your FM over? You said yes. So FM over means all chapter over. Now, my second question was, is your ratio chapter over? No, sir. 2 chapters are pending, okay? So, when sir will teach you, lot of ratios we calculate. Like current ratio is calculated. Graduates, you must be knowing this all. GP ratio, NP ratio, quick ratio, stock turnover ratio, PE ratio, EPS. You remember all this? So, as an auditor, we calculate that ratios also. So, audit has relationship with FM also. You must have heard about capital budgeting, cost of capital. Oh, nice, nice. Audit has relationship with production also. Production means manufacturing, goods. So there are a lot of elements is there. In your costing, is your cost sheet chapter over? In costing, cost sheet chapter over? Yeah. So we have direct material, direct labor, prime cost, then overheads are there, overheads are there, okay? Then you calculate. So those calculation also includes audit elements. So basically audit has relationship with everybody. Everybody means all means sub means all, okay? Now, the one answer is audit has relationship with behavioral science. Behavioral science means what? What? The ethics, what should be followed? No. I explained to you everything except this part, behavioral science. Nandini, can you answer behavioral science? What does behavioral science means? Balcony boys, yes sir. For monitoring the employees. So I am not bothered about what employee is doing or where is he doing and with whom he is doing. I am interested in financial information as an auditor. To do the things correctly? No. Somebody else? Boys, girls, others? Financial trends? No. Yes, madam. Firstly, we should not know, okay? Be very clear.
Auditors should know. Sir, an auditor should know. An auditor should know what are all the frauds an employee or the person in the organization will do, so that while verifying it, they would easily able to get caught. So they would have a relationship with behavioral science. Sir, I just tried. They should know. Sir, please don't drag me.
One day you will definitely become a BCom graduate. So to BCom graduate, you can just give one word: behavioral science. They will use left, right, full knowledge and talk nonsense. Somebody else? Somebody else? He is trying. Can you give the mic, please? My question is, what does behavioral science means? He wants to say. You want to answer, right? What are you saying? Intention of management is behavioral science. Utter garbage. No, wrong. Anybody else? Try, even if it's wrong, it's okay. 324, madam, you to know it. You are highly intellectual among all of us. What is the use of getting 324 then? Anybody else? Yes, sir. Knowing the collusion among the employees of the management. No. No, understand. I'll teach you. What is behavioral science? Behavioral science. Behavioral science. It's a science. Wow. You can do MCom. Now see, behavioral science basically means the behavior of a person. Okay? Now imagine if we go for auditing. The client, we say the client, okay, the entity, where we are going to do the audit, will the client welcome us with the flowers, garlands? Do they wait for us? Auditor is coming. Let's put some flowers on him. Okay, put some garlands on him. Will they welcome us? No. There are a few clients who are happy on seeing us. Oh, auditor has come. CA has come. It's a very big thing. But 99% clients are like, shit, auditor has come. Why they make such faces? Because they have a belief that if they have done something wrong, they would be caught. An auditor, they have a misconception that the auditor has come here to find out their mistakes. Because I need to give opinion, no, that financial statements are giving true and fair view. And obviously it's a human, it can be human error also, it could be human fraud also. Error is intentional or unintentional? It is unintentional. If imagine, Hari is an accountant and by mistakenly he had passed wrong entries, an auditor will detect those. Now if he detects those, auditor will speak to the higher management. Higher management will love Hari or will shout Hari? Will shout on Hari, so his job would be at stake. So Hari will be happy on seeing auditor or sad? He will be angry, he will be frustrated. Now, practically when you go for, see, for me I always say, if you are doing articleship, join a firm which has lot of good audit opportunities. Because when you go for doing audit, you don't have to be in the office. You have to go to the client's place. Now if you are doing from a very big firm, okay, of Chennai or maybe Big Four, you will get to travel a lot. Okay, we travel only by flights. Stay only in 5-star hotels. Eat full unlimited food. And the best part, we don't have to pay anything. Who will pay? The boss will not pay, the client will pay. Client will pay, okay? Now, we went to the client place, okay? Imagine the timing was 10:30. You guys are my article, I am your boss. I told you, go to the client place, reach by 10:30. You will full try to reach by 10:30, but will you reach by 10:30? It's human tendency. Indian Standard Time, you reach by 10:45. Now, was the client waiting for you? Auditor will come, article will come. No, he was not waiting. Now, you went to the client place. Now, you are supposed to do audit of what? Financial statements, basically financial information. So what is the first thing when you go to the client place? What will you ask? Just you have reached. What will you ask? Food, water. Hungry India. Yeah. Food, water. Okay. You had water. You had some breakfast also. Now what? Why do you do like this always? Where are the books? Now, so you will go and ask the books of accounts, the tally data, the software, the SAP. Now you tell me, was the client completely ready with the books of accounts? Sir, just give it 2 minutes, I'll bring. No. What he will say? Sir, relax. Sit for some time. I will get back to you. 11 o'clock happened, 11:30, 12 o'clock happened. The client accountant did not came back to you. You are doing time pass. Like my articles, when they go 2-3 years back, that Pokemon ka game was started, right? They used to catch Pokemon. They used to go to a client page and sir, we have caught Pokemon. Okay. Girl article, they only make faces. Photo. They take selfies. Now, 12 o'clock it is. I called you. My dear article, comma. Have you started the work? Article is saying, no sir. The time you say no sir, will I say like this, okay, it's okay, we'll talk later? No. What will I say? Shout on you. Why have you not started the work? Sir, the sir has not given me the data. So I will shout again, it is your job to get the data. Why have you not got the data? So I will shout on you, morning, boss is shouting. Now generally what happens with boys is, boys also start abusing. But in the heart. Teri maa ki behan di, okay? They start abusing in the heart. You can't say it on the face of the boss, okay? Now, abusing. Now, boss will say, do one thing, give the phone to the accountant. Now, when the time you give the phone to the accountant, obviously boss will shout on the accountant. Now, the accountant is hearing the shouting of boss because of you, article. Okay? Now imagine the boss is shouting on the accountant and accounting is looking at you. Okay? He is making faces there. Now, he will cut the phone. No, obviously, boss shouted on you also. Boss shouted on accountant also. But the accountant ka shouting will come on to you also. So here it is called as behavioral. Now can you abuse the accountant? Yeah, accountant, because of you I'm getting shouting from my boss. You need to give me data. Can you shout on him? No. Articleship teaches you one important thing. Patience. What it is teaches? Patience. Uncle, please give that data na. Even though you are angry, even though you are very much frustrated, but you are inside full abusing going on. But uncle, please give the data. Now, you got the data, you started auditing, you started checking. Now you tell me, will there be 100% correct things or will there be mistakes? There will be mistakes. Okay. Now you are just 19, 20-year-old chap. Okay. But the accounts, like big companies, they don't have one accountant. They have accounting team. Like 10, 15 people are sitting together in a team. Somebody is passing the entry, somebody is checking the bill. So they have a proper team. Now you find out the mistake. Like if you know creditors ka entry. What is the creditors ka entry? We are on which floor? You jumped double. Okay. I asked you what is the entry for creditors. He's saying sales to creditors. You bring your face here. I will throw the face on shoe, not the shoe on face. And which course are we doing? Chartered accountant. And your accountant, your accounts is history, okay? Now, the entry for purchases to creditors, okay? So I saw a purchase ka bill, they have passed a wrong entry, okay? Like we are the articles, we went to the client please, okay? Now, the accounts team. So generally accounts team, all senior citizens sit, 40-year-old, 50-year-old, okay? They put the specs on the nose, okay? They have full stomach. First they sit like this morning 10 o'clock. After some time like this. Then like this they sit. Now the accountant was passing the entry, he was doing some work. You went to the uncle. Uncle, you have passed a wrong entry. As per my experience of 2 days of articleship and my accounting vast knowledge, KS Academy, batch A, entry should be purchases to the creditors, but you have passed the wrong entry, so you have passed sales to creditors, sir. Sir, please check this entry. Now what happens, see, you are just 21, 22. The accounts person is around 45, 50. And you are pointing out his mistake. Will he accept it? Ego problem. He will not accept it. I have done mistake. He is saying, I have done mistake. You, 20-year-old, are you CA? No, sir. Article. First article. Audit AB, sir. Yeah. I have come for audit. Hey, Mukesh is neighbor, okay? Mukesh, he is saying it is my mistake. Go from here. There is no mistake. You go and check your accounts. So accountant is shouting on the article in front of everybody. Now accountant, the article ka ego got hurt. He went to his desk. He checked on Google. What is the entry for creditors? Google says, bro, you are correct. Okay. The article called up his friend. My dear friend, what is the entry for creditors? The friend says, bro, you are correct. He called up sir, what is the entry? Sir also said, bro, you are correct. Now he gathered a lot of his courage and attitude and ego. And he went again to the uncle. Uncle, the entry is, you have done mistake, I am correct. Again you came, you don't understand English. Sir, I understand English, but you are not understanding it. Can you abuse the uncle there? No. So politely you will request, uncle, can you please, uncle, please. Once, can you check? Now after like 10 repeated requests, the uncle checked that entry. When the uncle checked that entry, uncle realized that there is a mistake and the article is correct. But uncle will not accept the mistake. So what will uncle do? This Mukesh, this boy is very nice. This Mukesh has passed wrong entry. I did not pass it. So because of this, your confidence rises. Boss, yes, I am correct. That is called as behavioral science. Every person is not same when you go to do the audit. Like for example, few clients, they will welcome you with a smile. Okay, come sir, have food, have breakfast, have lunch, have dinner. But few clients, they will not give you water also. Okay, few clients, they will not give you data also. Like big clients, like you are an auditor. Auditor is like the king. You can travel here and there. They will say, okay, you can't go on this floor. We learned an answer that you can obtain all the information explanation. Now you are asking again and again, I need this information, I need this information. The client will say, we will not give this information. So there is a friction between the auditor and the client. That in English is called as what? Behavioral science. As an auditor, can you fight with the client? Can you hold his call and say, give me the data? AB sir has taught us, give me the data. Can you fight with him? No. So it is called as behavioral science. You need to manage the situation. Like for example, as a teacher and a student, like there are so many students. Are all student ka behavior same? Everybody is different. But as a teacher, I always have to be. Even if you are not coming to the class, it's okay. Okay, but you should study. Can I shout on the student? No, I don't shout. Because it is called as behavioral science. Understood? So in the MCQ, if they are asking audit has relationship with which discipline? All. All means every. Every means sub. Okay? Next answer. It says scope of audit. Scope means thanks. What all things you will check? I will check all. All means sub. Sub means all. Coverage of all aspects of the entity. Now imagine, are you interested in that male employee is enjoying with female employee? And with which female employee is he enjoying? Are you interested in that? Somebody said yes. Cheap people. As an auditor, you are interested in what information? Financial information. See, who is enjoying with what? Boys, it is not our job. It is girls' job. They are more interested in gossip. Okay? Audit of FS should include all aspects of the entity relevant to financial statements. I am only interested in balance sheet, P&L, cash flow, notes and statement of changes in equity. Imagine if this fan is not working. Are you interested in this fan? What are you interested in? The amount of the fan, whether they have been included it in the financial statement or not. So my first reason is coverage of all aspects of the entity. Number 2, it says reliability and sufficiency of the financial information. There are two words, reliability and sufficiency. Reliability. What does reliability means? Trust. Understand. If the accounting team comprises of only BCom graduates, and if the accounting team comprises of chartered accountants, your reliability as an auditor will be more on BCom team or chartered accountants team? Chartered accountant team, because they have little brain. They prepare the accounts properly. Sufficiency. It means the data is sufficient or not. As an auditor, do we check 100% data? Which data we check? Sample data. Now sample could be anything. 10% also, 30% also. What data is sufficient? It is basically my heart will say. Auditor ka heart will say. Heart means what? Judgment of the auditor. So it says auditor should be satisfied that the information contained in accounting records are sufficient and reliable to assist him in expressing the opinion. As an auditor, what is our main job? To express opinion. Opinion on what? Financial statements. Third, proper disclosure of financial information. Boys and girls and others, always remember, who prepares the financial statement? Management. All the kuppai work is done by the management. Our work is only one thing, to express opinion. So the auditor should decide whether relevant information is properly disclosed in the FS, keeping in mind the statutory requirements. Note, the auditor always audit which information? Historical financial information. Guys, historical means past. See, understand, when we talk about audit, you need to understand, this is important. 1st April 23 to 31st March 24. This is my financial year. Whatever transaction company has done during this year, auditor will start doing the audit either during this year or he will start doing the audit in April 24. When I am checking the data in April of the previous year, so my question is, I am giving an opinion. As an auditor, I am giving opinion on financial statements of 23-24 or 24-25 or both. As an auditor, you are giving opinion. I'll write here, this is A, this is B, this is C. When I am giving opinion, giving audit report, I am giving opinion on A, B or C. You are giving on what? A. So you check in the current year the data of the previous year. Okay. So data has happened in the previous year. That previous year data in English is called as which statement? Historical financial information. Which information? Historical financial information. Historical financial information means events which has occurred in the past time periods. In one exam, they had asked this line, note wala point. What is historical financial information? Historical financial information means events which have occurred in the past time periods. I have given an example also. Purchase and sales which are reflected in the FS of an entity. Do they purchase today or they have purchased in past? Past. As an auditor, we go and check that purchases. Okay. Last answer. Exclusion from the scope of audit. Understand. Question number 7 was what is included in scope of audit. Question number 8 is what is excluded from scope of audit. Please use your tiny brains. Who prepares the FS? Management. Is it our responsibility? No. So, responsibility of preparation and presentation of financial statement. It is not our responsibility because it is whose responsibility? Management. Duties outside the scope of competence of the auditor. Like for example, valuation. As an auditor, we value or we do audit. What do we do? Audit. Valuation is not our job. It is valuer ka job. So it is not included in the scope of audit. Third, expertise in authentication of documents. What is authentication? Signing, attesting the document. Like for example, I have purchased this building. So there would be an agreement. That agreement is original or not. Somebody has to authorize it. Somebody has to check it. It is not my job. It is a valuer ka job. Okay. Last point, investigation. Understand, we are the auditors. We are not investigators. Okay. We are here not to find out the fraud. Our main job is to give only one thing. Opinion. Opinion on what? Financial statement. So these four things will not be included. This four thing will not be included in the scope. Now in one attempt, they have used this word, investigation. and they made a story that Mr. A, CAA, was the auditor of AB Limited. The management has told them to do the investigation also. The article is asking to the CA whether we can do investigation, yes or no. Yes or no? No. Because if we are the auditor, what is our main job? To express opinion. Investigation is not in our scope. 4 things are not in our scope. Number 1, preparation and presentation of financial statement. Number 2, duties outside the scope of competence of the auditor. Number 3, expertise in authentication of documents. And 4th one, investigation. So it is PIDE. PIDE. First one, preparation and presentation of financial information. I, investigation. D, duties outside the scope of competence of auditor. E, expertise in authentication of document. Again we do. What is P? Preparation and presentation of financial statements. I, investigation. D, duties outside the scope of competence of auditor. E, expertise in authentication of documents. Understood? Have you seen CID? CID? Does it come in Tamil also? CID? Stop waiting your life. Bad English. What is stop waiting your life? Punda Vignesh. Punda means? It's a bad word. Who's Vignesh in the class? Vignesh? What people are calling you? I'm 1 rupee Vignesh. Vignesh, you have lot of fans in the class. Only fans. Have you seen this? Yeah? Now, CID. Now, why do we appoint CID people? Investigation, right? Now, CID people are appointed to investigate, right? Shh, boys, listen. Now, when CID people are appointed for investigation, that is basically a crime. Murder has happened there. Here, when we talk about fraud. Now, when fraud has happened, company will appoint auditor or company will appoint investigator? Investigator, okay? Now, there's a distinguish. It says distinguish between audit and investigation. Distinguish between audit and investigation. Now, you are genius. You need to answer this. Audit, investigation. Audit may remember me, investigation may remember CID. Use your little tiny brain and tell me what does audit, how will you distinguish 2 things? What? What are you saying? Can somebody answer any point? What is the difference in auditing and investigation? 1 second. Yes, madam. Okay. So she is saying here the main objective is to express opinion. You are correct. Here we will say it is establishing a fact. Whether fraud has happened or not. Correct. Boys, can you answer this? Girls, others. Vignesh, can you answer this? I'm not saying others, I'm saying Vignesh. These mad people are saying others. Can you answer? Any point of distinguish? Who does audit? It is conducted by auditor. What is the qualification of auditor? CA plus COP. Who does investigation? Expert. You can say investigator or an expert. Now, you tell me, who appoints auditor? Members. Who appoint them? Members. Members appoint them. Here, who will appoint them? Auditor? No. Police you can't write. You will write here appointing authority. It could be SEBI, it could be RBI, it could be Income Tax Department. Anybody can appoint them. Now, when we do audit, which data we check? Financial. Financial information is verified. Here, any information can be verified. Now, when we verify the financial information, what period do we cover as an auditor? No, historical is the financial information, but what period we check? How many months we check? That is basically 1 year, one financial year. Here it could be for any period. It could be for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. Okay. Now, audit may we check on above things or we check in depth? Audit. Above. But investigation we check depth. That above thing is called what? Sample basis. We do audit on sample basis. Investigation is done in depth. Understood? Here we follow standards on audit. Here there are no standards. Over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 points are there. 3 mark, 4 mark answer. Auditing versus investigation. Let's read this together. Audit. The process of inspecting BUA. BUA means and reporting on it, it is called as auditing. Investigation, an inquiry conducted for establishing a specific fact or truth is called as what? Investigation. It is conducted by CA plus COP. It is conducted by an expert. It is conducted annually means what? Yearly, okay? It is as per the requirement. Evidence obtained are persuasive in nature. Persuasive means convincing. We have not checked in depth. We say, okay, it looks like it is correct. But your evidence obtained is what? Conclusive. That means it is correct. Your auditor is appointed by members. Investigator is appointed by anybody, management, shareholders or any competent authority. Here it is general examination of accounts. Here it is in-depth examination. Understood? So 4 mark answer, 5 mark answer, audit versus investigation. Last answer. Boys, one day you will be getting engaged. In English it is called as what? Engagement. What does engagement means? Ring ceremony. Wow. Thank God government has not made you lawmakers. If you become lawmakers, you will be the most horrible lawmakers. Okay? Engagement basically means you are appointing somebody. If a company has appointed you, if management has appointed you, they are engaging you as the auditor. So the relationship between client and the auditor is called as what? Engagement. What it is called as what? Engagement. So engagement means an arrangement to do something. It means formal agreement between the auditor and client under which the auditor agrees to provide assurance services. Which assurance do we give? Reasonable assurance. Which assurance? Reasonable assurance. This relationship is recorded in a one paper. What is the paper called as? Letter of engagement. In India, statutory audit, that means compulsory audit, is of which entity? Statutory audit of a company is mandatory, which will be conducted by a stat auditor. So if a company is appointing you, they are engaging you, the relationship is called as what? Engagement. It will be documented on one paper. That paper is called as what? Letter of engagement. Understood? So till now, if I tell you out of 10 questions, question number 10 they have asked in the exam, question number 8 they have asked in the exam, 7 they have asked in the exam, and 5. 5, 7, 8, 10. These are repetitive questions in the exam. Have you understood? 50% of the chapter is over. Fast track batch, crash course. Yeah. 50% is over. Open your notes, we'll be writing now. What happened? Zoom problem. What problem? Zoom. 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 What do you want? Tell me, I'll help you. Oh, attendance you're checking. Oh, nice. Cheap people, shut up and open your notes. Give the heading as Chapter 1, Nature, Scope, Nature, Objective and Scope of Audit. Boys and girls and somebody shouting Vignesh. Right there. Nature, Objective and Scope of Audit. Dash 4 to 8 marks. 4 to 8 marks. Right, fast. Okay. No talking. Avi will come. Avi. Where are you? Butterfly, butterfly. Full time pass you people, huh? If I ask you answer in audit, your mouth is shut. But the time songs comes, full class shouting on top of voice. Copy the answer. Question number 1. Pin drops silence in the class. No talking. I am the teacher of the class. Behave yourself. I'll throw you out of the class. I am very strict. Behave yourself. Copy. Have you finished writing? Is there anybody writing? Write fast. So I think this was question number 10 we wrote, right? So I think total there are around 19 questions. Out of that, 10 we have finished. So almost 50% of the chapter is over. Balance will be doing it post break. Okay? So what time will be back? 2:35, 25th December you come. Okay? Yeah. Santa Claus will come on that day. Okay? What time will be back? Don't come only, I'm telling you. Anyways, it's raining outside. It's a very beautiful weather. Go enjoy. Okay? Come back by 2:15. Come whatever time you want to come. Because you are not following my instructions, then it is your wish. Come whatever time. Okay? Bye. Bye. Come whatever time you want to come. Some Vishwa have sent you snap. Vishwa have sent you snap. I will not open it. Okay? Bye.